There's a few colours that we associate with Celtic, whether it be the green hoops wrapped around the jersey or the silver trophies that are lifted in the air. But another colour, or should I say another set of colours that is now being associated with Celtic is the colours of the rainbow with the brand new Celtic Pride jersey. And the big question I've got to ask Celtic fans are you going to take pride in wearing this shirt?
Well, that's a good question, but you know what? Before we even get into it, leave it down below. What's your immediate thoughts on this, Celtic fans? Are you happy about the Celtic 2025 Adidas Pride range? Get the comments in, regardless of your opinion, whether it's negative or positive. I want to see it, alright? But we're going to get into the comments, and it's not exactly PG, folks, so we're going to dive straight in. What do you think the overwhelming majority is going to be here? Now, there is Rangers fans, there's other fans as well, but it's Celtic fans as well.
It's going to be one big shit show, isn't it, really?
Yes, I'm ready. I'm ready if you're ready. Right, here we go. Russell, Pedo FC a bit skinto. Wonder why. DK...
Wait, why does he wonder why? I'm talking about that court case, because that barely touched the war chest, let's be honest.
Look at the transfer window, like, I mean, I don't know what's happened, but DK72 says more kits than signings. How many tops now? Someone's skint. Tell you what, the Rangers fans are taking over this, Fred, from when I looked at it earlier. It was awesome.
There's a word for this. I think they call it obsession.
Obsession, there is. Obsession. Completely normal. Says Maida Milovic. So, what's he mean by that? Completely normal. Does he mean this is great? Or does he mean this is not normal, but I'm going to label it as completely normal? What way do you view that?
I don't really see any sarcasm, so I'm going to say completely normal.
Completely normal. John says class. Charlie says Celtic admin rage baiting the support for the love of the game. To be fair, though, they release these shirts each year. It's literally nothing new. Does he actually believe that they're rage baiting the support for the love of the game? Is he viewing it more as a case of, here, we don't have any signings, but we're going to rage bait you with a pride kit to piss you off?
I haven't seen any pissed off Celtic fans yet, so.
Well, we're going to get there. Robert California, you are taking the absolute piss out of the fans, and you aren't even hiding it now.
Is this to do with the pride kit, though, or is it just the fact that it's another kit that they haven't spent money on?
No, it's definitely to do with the pride kit. We'll get to them, man. They were there earlier, don't you worry. Kenny, we knew the 49ers would break them, but this fast Celtic better have big fences ordered. Is there going to be a return of the Sharks? We'll have to wait and see. Saint Crusader, that's another season I'm not buying any Celtic tops or anything else from your shop. Me, my son and wife have many old Celtic kits and clothing. We will not support this paedophile flag. You're losing us loyal fans. Good luck selling to the men in dresses. And we've got Christianity and there we go. Six Hag says, no, don't leave us, British Gypsy 69. One Celtic post at 100. You're no Celtic fans. Paedophile flag for the pedos. So, what do you make of all that? Breathe it in.
Well, it seems to be one guy criticising the club and the rest of the fans are like, well, we don't need you kind of deal.
Oh, hold on. There's plenty of comments to get into. What do you make of the flag?
I agree with this guy.
You agree with the Saint Crusader?
Absolutely.
You agree with that? Celtic desperately trying to raise money, all their content behind a paywall, more shirt releases than signings. I wonder what could be the issue. What could be the issue? I mean, are Celtic skinto? What are you thinking?
They're definitely not skinto. Maybe they just don't want to spend the money.
Lee Sutherland. There he is. We've got Scott. Isn't pride one of the 7 deadly sins? They made a movie about it, didn't they? 7?
I'd say one of the 7 deadly sins is losing the title to Rangers.
Aye, we've got another comment here. I'm at the point where I'd accept a stand at Celtic Park burning down if only the board were in it. So that's a wee bit fucking hateful there. Listen, you're bored. Look, they released a pride kit.
I don't think there's any need for that. Ford Frame says, any chance Celtic could do a Gaza strip with the profits going to help the poor people in Gaza who are starving and being constantly attacked in what's left of their homes? A Celtic Gaza strip would be true to our charitable origins. Thoughts on a Gaza strip? It's a lot of pandering, isn't it? Why can't you just have your home and away and maybe if you want an alternative shirt? What's with all these fucking shirts?
Yeah, but a Gaza strip to me doesn't make any sense because it's like, why you would mean like a Palestinian strip? A Gaza strip's an actual location, and to me it doesn't make a lot of sense. I mean, When I read that, I thought he meant like, why don't we create our own Gaza Strip?
That's plenty.
But Ryan says one more kit and you'll have more kits and signings. Blue CNDL, gayest fan base in the world. So proud of my club.
Alright, good for him.
Good for him there. Alfie West. Another one. Robert Stephen, more tops and signings this summer, taking the fans for a ride. You know what, though? Whatever the controversy around the kit, clubs are milking kits, man. Third, fourths, alternatives, special anniversaries. It's fucking ridiculous, especially pricing at like 80 quid. It's no right.
No, it's
On
not.
top of season tickets and all that stuff. I just do not understand it. Let's see, but Muff Daniels, another horrible jersey. Why do we not get a trefoil jersey like all the other so-called elite or elite local clubs? I was very much looking forward to one. This upcoming season kits, training merch are a huge letdown. Very disappointing from Celtic and Adidas. Russ Ball, I'm sure the Catholics and Hamas sympathisers in your support will love this. Will they?
I don't think so. Like,
Yeah, well, I mean, we have to just look at Palestine, folks. I mean, they're not.
here, I've got a good idea. Why don't Celtic go and play a friendly in Palestine and wear this kit? Be a good idea.
Yes, that would be a club open to all, and it would be a welcoming event. Everybody would be welcome, and I'm sure nothing would happen.
I'm sure the Palestinians would welcome them with open arms. Be all for that. I'm sure the Palestinians would turn out in their numbers with this actual Pride kit on.
Thousands of them. Bob says, still 2 weeks to go till the end of the month. Plenty of time for a few more shirts. Tina says, do you actually realise what you are promoting? There is no Pride, it's been hijacked. Has Pride been hijacked?
By who?
Like Under Siege 1 or 2? Who's it been hijacked? Did Pride used to be this thing that was Pride and now it's been taken over?
Possibly.
We'll put a possibly beside that. Terry Benedict says, get this to fuck. Pride is a demonic movement pushing degeneracy. You are sickening.
Yeah, some people are not happy or something. I guess you've got a lot of. I guess the Celtic fan base has got a lot of devoted Catholics in it, so I suppose they won't be too happy with this movement.
Nope. Scott Britt, someone should tell Adidas that Catholicism and Pride don't mix. Know your audience. Belf Calm says outstanding trolling. I mean, I don't think Celtic are trolling with this. See this whole they're trolling and they're getting one over on us fans. I mean, I think it's just a simple case, folks, is that they're releasing a kit. I don't think it's anything to do with it. We don't have any sign. I mean, it isn't even on the Celtic official website, on the official Twitter, by the way. It's Celtic FC shop, which is obviously Celtic, but it's not the official. Tierney says the Celtic Halloween range will be dropping shortly, then closely followed by the Christmas kit launch. Then start saving your pennies for the exciting new Easter Bunny range that will be coming spring next year. They're going to make everything in terms of kits, but can you do it in a good mood kit? Then I can't be bothered going out of the weekend kit followed by an excited for signings kit. Then you could squeeze in a Christmas kit. That'd be great, thanks. When is enough money enough? Pickles McPickles says more football strips released than players signed. What a football club. 100 million in the bank. We are point blank refusing to progress. Might as well pack it up. Balance sheet FC. Where is the money? Why is it not being spent? Is it a simple case of Champions League football?
Could be waiting on Champions League football getting secured, or like I said previously, it could just be a case of they've actually looked at last season and went, look, we spent a lot of money. That doesn't necessarily that doesn't necessarily guarantee us bringing in quality players.
What I was...
and they might just be trying to go back down a route that's worked for them, or they've brought in like players that cost cheaper and then sell them on for more. Like if you look at Kuhn, maybe they think that's the route they want to go back down, spending a couple of million on the guy and then selling him for like 5-6 times the amount, rather than if Celtic are going to spend 9 million on Adea and like 11 million on Arnie Engels. I get it, right? There's more chance with Engels, I think, but the profit margins just isn't there in comparison to what they could be profiting percentage wise if they sign someone that's cost a lot less. So I think they could just last season could have been an eye opener for them, and they're thinking just spending money doesn't guarantee bringing in good players. That doesn't necessarily work for us.
No, it could have been, but I think an interesting way of looking at it is like even after years now of saving up the Champions League money and building a war chest, it's kind of irrelevant if you're not spending it.
No, definitely.
No, obviously Champions League football, you want to play. It's the pinnacle of European football, folks. You want to be there, group stage, league stage, whatever. But if Celtic aren't spending the money, then see the Champions League campaigns of like 3 or 4 years ago where they saved the money. It almost becomes irrelevant. And Chris Sutton kept on banging on in May and June. Oh, Celtic need to steamroll Rangers in the market and do this and do that. They haven't, and they've got the money to do it. Like if Celtic truly wanted to build and actually make a few steps forward in the Champions League, they could do it. They've got the money. There's no excuses. They could go out and sign like what they could go. Celtic could literally go out and sign £5-10 million players and still have money to play with. But obviously, they feel like there's no need to.
It's too much of a risk.
No, it is too much of a risk, and I don't see why people don't understand that though. People are just always going to go through them.
Also, maybe something to do with finishing like 17 points ahead of Rangers in the league. That might also be the reason why they feel like they don't need to spend a shitload of money. Had they been pushed and had the title race been closer, then maybe they would feel the need to spend more. But it could just be a case of they just don't want to go down the route they went down last season, where they've spent decent money on players. And let's be honest, Trusty, I'd be shocked if Celtic somehow sell him for more than $6 million. Ad Medea, never going to happen. Not a chance he gets sold for more than $9.5 million. I mean, Engels is the only guy that I think they could make a profit on, but the way his first season went, I think his value's probably decreased a little.
No, I would agree with that. People aren't happy though. Sorry, we don't need a Pride jersey. Disappointed. People are not happy. Vladimir Putin, Celtic Supporters Club, says haram. So sounds like it wouldn't be welcome over in the Gaza Strip.
Definitely not.
And I think that is where we're going to leave it, guys. So a lot of people aren't happy, just due to the fact that they've not announced any signings, but they keep announcing merchandise. And then some people aren't happy just due to the fact it is a Pride range. Marky Boy says you can stick your Pride shite up your arse. At this point, I'm thinking someone is ripping the pish. Demonic, someone has called it. All about the income for you clowns. You reap what you sow. What in the gay woke shit is this? And I think that is where we're going to leave it. Some very, very unhappy campers. Anyway, guys, check out the channel later on tonight. Got a lot of stuff coming out. Livy Kelly review. We've got Linfield against Shelbourne. I'll probably talk about the Celtic Lisbon game as well. As for a review shows, plenty to talk about. It's an action-packed Wednesday, and tomorrow a lot of European games as well. Till next time, peace.